I've been sick, y'all. But I dragged myself out here into this cold plunge. I made myself do it. I made myself take a shower. The shower helped. If you ever notice somebody that stops showering, take note, because they're depressed. Because I don't know what it is about being depressed that makes you not want to shower. Then you're more depressed because you can't stand yourself. So I showered finally. Sometimes I just call this cold plunge a shower. I will. I take my cold plunge and then get my soap afterwards and take my bath right here in the summer when it's a little warmer. I'm feeling like shit, y'all. I'm depressed. Can you tell? Not really y'all, but you, because there's just one. And now they're gonna ride the four-wheeler through my life every time. Anyway, they didn't really know. Oh, this water is cold. Woo! I'm waiting for people to come on. If you watch this in a replay, there's nobody on there. Oh. Maybe this will make me come into it. I ain't been able to do nothing, y'all. I went and got on medicine, but I've only took it 3 days. It takes like 2 weeks to take effect, but I feel a little better right now. I'm 60 days clean. 60 days clean from meth today. It's still been around me. I've still seen it. But I don't do it. I don't want to ever see it. Ever yet. I wish it would disappear off the face of the earth so that my son wouldn't do it anymore. And so the people that do it that I know would quit coming around me or quit doing it would. Can't stand them. I'm sick. I think I got COVID. I ain't lying. COVID's going back around my area, and I got I got COVID. Been in the bathroom and some nose running. Hey, I've been under the weather. I had to go get on psych meds, and I think I have COVID also, and been depressed. So I just scraped myself up and made myself come out here. Hi, above average. Hi, Jabs. Hi. So I scraped myself up. I can't say that name. I scraped myself up and made myself come out here and do a cold plunge. Oh, these meds has got to kick in. I can't stand this stupid depression. Like, after you quit doing meth, 2 months into it, you hit a wall where your brain stops producing serotonin. You have to get on meds. You have to. That's why people relapse. Because it's easier just to relapse than to go through the trouble to fix it. My name's Gretchen, and this is Bounce Back with Gretchen, where we learn to not use methamphetamine. Welcome. I was a meth addict for 16 years, and I started making videos on YouTube after 8 days clean, saying that I was 8 days clean, 9 days clean, 10 days clean, hold myself accountable, and the reaction I got was grand, and so I kept on it, and I'm 60 days clean off meth, and I'd been on it for 16 years. I was a dealer, everything. Everything. I lived a life of crime, a bad one. A bad life of crime. I've done a lot of crime. Yeah, I got arrested 27 times for possession of meth. Supposed to be in prison right now. But thanks to being still criminal-mindedly smart, I beat that shit. I don't have another chance, so I quit. So I quit doing it. I wasn't happy with it anyway. I couldn't stand it. But the people around me still doing it. So now I'm in a fucked up situation. I'm trying to help other people learn how to start their own YouTube channel to get off of drugs, or out of a relationship, or off of alcohol, or away from being dependent on others, or whatever. You could have a lot of things. You could have trauma that you're holding inside, but you could use that trauma to help others and to prosper and to make money for yourself. You can make a living telling other people your story to help them. What about my yard? I know it. You have a YouTube channel? I'll check you out. What about my yard? Yeah, that's from, I inherited this place. My great-grandpa lived here, my grandpa, my dad, and my dad was a hoarder, but not on drugs. And then I moved here a year ago on the meth with all my messed up stuff and piled it, and I don't hold no shame about my yard. I just keep trying to fix it. I just keep trying to clean it up. It's come a long way. It was really bad. But I've been trying to do YouTube for years, and I wasn't very successful, and so I just got on this channel and came clean about my addiction and didn't try to hide my yard or my tooth being gone, and that's where it's at. That's where it's at. It looks like your yard. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Will, thank you for saying that. I just have a lot of stuff. I mean, behind me, what you see is a big catfish pond. It was my cold plunge pool, where I was doing my cold plunge like this. This is what I'm doing here, by the way. I do a cold plunge daily to help rejuvenate myself, because I came off meth and I have to wake myself up, and it sparks dopamine to do a cold plunge, and I do it for meth addiction awareness. And I did do it in this pond behind me, but I got a pet flathead catfish, and my other YouTube channel is catfishing that I've had for 2.5 years. And so I moved here, and I don't have my big pretty pond with my catfish anymore. We're working on it back there. We're having to hand dig it out because we're poor. And besides that, Tweaker back there likes doing that shit. But he dug this one with his shovel too. But I got flathead catfish in there. I'm a country girl. You did meth for 30 years? For 30 years? Jesus Christ. When you quit, like when I quit, of course the first week was shitty. And then my YouTube was building, and I got dopamine hits, and I felt great on top of the world until I hit this week, like 60 days, and I researched it, and it says you can hit a wall where all the joy leaves, and I had to go get on meds. You're 52, so this is the only people doing drugs. Are you 52? I'm 54. I don't know if that's what that means. I'm 54. Yeah, I did it for 16 years, 30 years. Golly. Golly. How many times you go to jail? Atlanta, Georgia? You live in Atlanta? Damn! I bet that's off the chain too, Lord. God, I thought I had some wild shit going on. I'm around Louisville, Kentucky. ATL, different ball game. I went to Key West a few years ago, and I've been through Atlanta before, but it'd be a long time, and I didn't have to drive and everything. It is so cool to drive through there. It's like you see a big city. You're 54. I'm 54. Finch. I'm 54. Man, that algorithm is something else, ain't it? But we drove through Atlanta, and it's so cool. It's like the city the size of Louisville, right? And then another one, and then another. It's like a bunch of cities like this. It went on for an hour. For an hour, I seen more and more cities like within when I was going through Atlanta. I'm on my live. Massachusetts? I've never been to the East Coast. You're 18? What the it's so dangerous. It is dangerous. I didn't know. You're 18? I did not know that what all it did to you until after I quit doing it and started looking it up. And it does a lot of brain damage. And like when you're on it, you don't know that there's anything wrong. You don't notice ups and downs, depression or nothing, because it covers it up. But I thought that shit wasn't even doing nothing to me. I thought, like, God, I'm not even really getting high off this anymore. I gotta take caffeine pills just to stay awake. This shit ain't worth fuck. Why am I doing it? It ain't worth fuck. And I forgot where I was going with that. Oh yeah. But after I quit using it, are you serious? Oh, I'm on a live. Okay. Sorry. I totally lost my train of thought. You just jerked my camera over, off me and everything. Yes, you did. You just took the camera off me. Yeah, it is a big deal. It's a big deal to interrupt my live video. See what the fuck I'm dealing with, people? See what the fuck I'm dealing with? Son of a bitch. Interrupt my damn live video where I'm talking to people and move my thing and what the hell? Hear him? Hear him? So I get the fuck out of here. You want to help me get the fuck out of here? Watch my lives and my long videos as long as you can, please, so I can get my watch time hours. I'm a quitter of dope. I'm not going to keep doing dope, but I'm not a quitter of quitting dope. Get rid of him. No shit. Fuck yes. Yeah. I'm trying. I'm trying. It's so embarrassing. I mean, rehab is for quitters. You know what though? I would go to rehab if I could, but I can't leave like all these pigs and stuff. But I would go to rehab, just put my feet up. Hell, I got this girlfriend that went to Passages Malibu. She did. She got to go to Passages Malibu and get off of meth. She said when she was done there, they just let her stay. She just kept staying out in California. I heard that guy that started that though, OD and died. Did anybody hear that? I did. I heard that. God, I'd love to go to a luxury rehab. That'd be cool as hell. But you can do it without it, I guess. But I think you need meds if you've done it for a long time because it screws up your serotonin dispenser. And that shit's regimen. Because them pills I got on blocks the brain from reusing the serotonin. What's that mean? I don't know. But that's what it says about it when you look it up. My piggy, you can't be depressed. I'm depressed. You can't be depressed. After feeling this depression, if I thought anybody I knew was depressed, it hurts me so bad because I thought depression was like, you know, get over it, get happy. You can control that, but you can't. And it's just an emptiness feeling. And if I thought that little piggy was depressed over there, it would make me so sad. I love her. You look sad. What are you doing, Dottie? You done had a cucumber and some pineapple and an apple and lettuce and carrots. You okay? You okay? That's Dottie, y'all. I love Dottie. She ate meth one time about thought she was gonna die. Jesus Christ. I'll learn one day to turn that notification off before I start recording. You've been sober a year. Thank you so much, Doral, Angela. Thank you. Did you smoke it? I smoked it. I couldn't stand to snort it. Every time I snorted, I would beat myself in the face. Never shot it. Happy Friday, Jess. I never shot it. I've had experiences around people that did. I've never shot up in my life. Never. It's because I'm afraid neither. When I first heard of shooting up, I was on coke. And they said that if you shoot coke up, you hear the train. And that scared the fuck out of me. I don't want to hear no train. You like the pain? Snorting does more for you than smoking it. Smoking it was stupid, useless. But I smoked it so much I got nodules on my lungs from it that can get smaller and go away. But I got them on there. And they're not cancer, but they can turn to cancer. And there's Detroit. He's hollering up here now. They're back there digging their pond by hand. Pastime. Very pastime. Shit hurts. Yeah, that shit hurts. Wanted my husband to smell it, but that shit hurts. Oh, I don't think you can smell it. Let me tell you what I got on one time, y'all. I quit doing drugs a long time ago and didn't do any at all, and bath salt came out, Radiance. And I got on that shit so bad, and then when I couldn't get it, I ordered all the ingredients from it overseas and tried to make it. And I'd get a $50 pack of it, and I'd stay high all week, and I was smoking it in light bulbs, and it was black, and my face would be black. I had black shit all over my face, and I smoke it in my bathroom. You could smell it, and it would make me crazy. And nobody in my house realized what was going on. They'd all go to work and stuff, school, and I'd be supposed to go to work to this barber shop, and I'd sit there all day long, look out the window and wait for the barbershop's mom, lived in my town, wait for her to drive by and see if I was at home. And eventually she did, like weeks later, and I did that Radiance, and I would be still at home, and everybody would get back home, and I'd be like trying to hurry around, look like I've been there doing stuff, and I'd just been doing nothing, looking out the window all day. That shit was really crazy, that Radiance bath salt. I'm from southern Indiana. I live only 25 miles from Louisville, Kentucky. But I did live in North Carolina for a long time. And I've lived in Florida, Alabama. But mostly right here in southern Indiana. But I wanted to get out of here so bad. I don't want to live here. I don't want to leave and go travel. I don't know where I want to go. I want to be like a gypsy. I want to get me an RV and put my pig in it and drive around and help people start YouTube to get off meth and go around and find homeless people and help them get their free cell phone and go on there and make a YouTube channel to make yourself accountable and get off meth. That's what I want to do with my life. And I'm going to. As soon as this 50 acres sells. That's how I felt about Florida. I need to get out of that place. Yeah, Florida is great at first, but it wears off quick. It seems like Florida is really nice, but then it wears off. Florida's meant for vacationing, really. Although that is where I'm secretly trying to live, or California. I've never been out west, so I want to go out there. But I really need watch time so I can get monetized on YouTube. So I appreciate y'all being on here during my live, because that's where the watch time comes in. From live videos and from, I don't frick my nails up. And from watching my long videos that are over 3 minutes long. So yesterday I just turned my live on my pig and left it. If y'all see something like that on here, I'm sorry. Just just stop in like an open house and then go on if you see something like that, because I might just run my live to try to gain my watch hours up so I can leave here. Don't want to be here. I appreciate y'all watching. Yeah, being clean is the best. It is the best. It is the best, and it makes you feel so much better about yourself, and not looking over your shoulder and not being scared of probation and all that stuff. I always felt like Satan had a part of me whenever I was, especially because I was dealing. I felt like Satan had a part of me. I had a girl wear a wire on me and get me, and it's been 5 years ago, and I didn't even know it happened for over a year before the cops actually came to me to tell me they had me. And they tried to manipulate me with it and stuff, and I manipulated the system. I hired a very expensive attorney, and still nobody told me what the evidence was. And then I made him show me the evidence and found out it was audio only, and told him I'd take it to trial. And it started out 10 years in prison, and then I was going to get purposeful incarceration, then 6 years house arrest, and I got 6 years probation. So I'm lucky. The coffee smoothie lab. Yes, hi Kool-Aid Pirates, hi! It's her girl, yeah, Jess. Hi Kool-Aid Pirates. I'm so glad y'all are here. Sorry. Trying to figure out what was going on beside me. It's hard. Well, I got depressed this week real bad and went to the hospital, and brain quit making serotonin, and I guess it happens to people after 2 months after they quit. It takes a couple months, and the brain just kind of like closes off that valve, releases the serotonin. So out of nowhere, nothing could make me happy, not even like winning the lottery wouldn't even make me smile. I know, but I went and got medicine, but it takes 2 weeks to kick in. I had a hard time, and I think I might be sick with something else too. I had a hard time getting myself out here, but I did. Got myself out here, so thank you all for being on here. I appreciate you. Yeah, but I'll be better. Thanks. I love you guys. Thanks for watching.